Silent guys. Ah, let's go. Right. So it's been a long day. Been a long day today so far. I made a start on a Quattro Audi A3 for a manual to DSG conversion. So that's been quite a long day. I'm not quite yet there with the car. I'm done with most of the mechanical stuff. Got a load of wiring to get involved in tomorrow, and so on and so on. So we're gonna pull the Golf inside now. A few bits left to do on it. Ideally tonight, I'm not sure what I'm gonna get done. But I've got to set up the winch, and get ready to pull the Golf in before we can get started. Welcome to the workshop. Right. Uh, will be some Q&As going. I'm hoping you guys can actually hear me. I'm hoping that this is actually coming through the headphones and not actually through the mic. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me properly, or if it's very distant, because then I'll know whether or not I've got to keep the phone to hand, or whether or not I can just chat away and you guys will hear me anyway. I'm hoping that you can hear me. Fingers crossed. So bear with me a couple of minutes. Cool. Can hear me all good. Nice one, Mark Watson watching. Feel free, guys, to shoot over whatever questions you may have regarding anything, whether it is to do with the full drive conversion, whether it's to do with any of the other bits and bobs. There is some more stuff coming in the near future. Ideally, I need to get some more content filmed on the Caddy. We are making progress on that, and I received an important email last night regarding the Caddy, so hopefully there's quite a bit of progress on that. I do plan on getting the Caddy back into the workshop for end of the month. So end of the month, this month, Caddy should be back in the workshop, and we'll get some progress regarding the wiring setup. We have also got the headlight intake. The headlight intake version 2 is done now. So I need to collect that. Go and get the headlight, and we can get that fitted onto the van and see what it looks like, which I'm obviously very happy about. It's taken a long time. It has taken quite a long time to get to where we are now. And yeah, hoping we're not too far away. Ideally, I'd like to get the Caddy van started and running for summer. Whether that happens or not is obviously a different story. But we will do what we can. Right, so I need jump pack. The Golf's battery is completely flat now, so I have to put a jump pack on it just to get power to... Are we going to reach today? Just shy. So I need to get the battery pack on the Golf just so that we can get some ignition on, and hopefully... I'm sure I have charged this quite a few times now, but it's just not playing ball. Nope, I've got no ignition. What's going on? No ignition. You all right? Come on. Come on, baby. There we go. Have we got enough? We just about got enough to drop the window. Nope, window stopped. The cars are much much easier to pull around when you don't have a bloody engine in them. So I did give the engine bay a little jet wash down of the Golf today, so it's slightly cleaner. I'm getting ready to throw the engine back in the Golf. It won't be the engine that came out of it. I think what I may do is, as you guys will have seen, I've got quite a few engines sat down. I've got quite a lot of spares here. So the idea is to get the four-wheel drive conversion completely finished, and then I can throw a stock engine back in the Golf and use that to test everything. And on the back burner, I'm building a forged engine for this bad boy. So, you know, that can only mean one thing: a lot more power and a lot more fun. So I'm not too far off now in the last couple of bits on the four-wheel drive setup. I'll show you guys once the car is set up on a ramp. I'll show you guys where we're at. And this is the stuff that you guys don't see. So GTI Joel was here a minute ago. He just dropped something off for me. And we were just talking about the YouTube stuff and setting up and cameras and audio. I'm having a lot of issues with audio for the YouTube stuff at the moment, which is very, very irritating because I've invested in some good mics. However, the audio is not always there. There have been days where I've done filming and I have had no audio come out. And as you can imagine, that's very frustrating. I'm not the sort of person that likes to do voiceovers. I'd rather give you guys, the action live and direct. But it is what it is, Eventually, I will be in a better position with audio and mics, and I shouldn't have any more dramas. Or maybe I'll get a cameraman with an external mic on the camera. That'd be even better. All right, so the Golf is in. What I've got to do now, it's very irritating. This is what I've got to do every time I've got to get the car in and out. Turn the booster pack off. So I made a winch. I bought a winch from Machine Mart, built like a little A-frame, and I dropped some anchor bolts into the floor so I can pull the cars in and out. It is a game changer because I used to do all of this by hand, and I'll tell you what, it is a killer trying to push cars around on your own. Absolute nightmare. So yeah, putting a winch in is a real lifesaver. So at the moment, where we're at with the Golf is the ABS pump has been done. The front drive shafts have been changed out. We now have a prop shaft that sits in place. So yeah, I done that Monday night. I was here till crazy time, and I managed to get the prop shaft brackets welded in place, and they're there ready. I'm not going to put the front end of the prop shaft on just yet. I mean, I guess I could potentially do that. I need to have a look over everything and kind of see. I need to have a look over everything and kind of see where I'm at in terms of positioning. Ideally, I could be writing a checklist. If I had a checklist, oh God, life would be a lot easier. I'll also open the boot. I'll show you guys the lovely hole that we've also had to cut in the floor pan. So I don't know how many of you guys are actually following this build on YouTube. Like I said, I've not been putting too much on Instagram lately in terms of the builds. Come on, open, please. There we go. Yeah, I've not been putting too much on Instagram in terms of the builds and what we're up to and stuff. Ideally, I would like to keep it solely to YouTube, which is why you guys are watching a YouTube live stream today and not an Instagram live. So I'll show you guys where we're at. So, for those of you that were asking, do you have to cut a hole in the boot floor? Yes, you do. So this is what the boot floor looks like on the Golf at the moment. It is, hold on a second, guys. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Yeah, so this is what the boot floor looks like on the Golf at the moment. It is literally just a massive gaping hole. I've still got rear brake line on the driver's side to sort out. So this is something I was having issues with in terms of part numbers. What brake line do I order? Because there are loads of variants. Obviously, I went for a Golf R32 rear brake line, but it's come in a very, very, very long piece. It stretches most of the way down the car and then goes over the subframe. Whereas the brake lines on the rear subframe stop on the passenger rear. So ideally, if I'm honest, I need something about maybe not even an arm spread width. That's ideally what I need to sort out the brake line. Once that's done, that's the brake setup finished. I'm going to pull the rear wheels off now. Going to try and get the rear discs, rear bearings, pull them off, put the brake dust shields on. The calipers that came off the original subframe will go on. And then that's the rear setup finished. There are a few other things as well that I'm going to do to help with stabilization and the way the car handles and stuff. Some of you guys might know what a dead set kit is. A dead set kit is something I'm going to be doing to this as and when I get a chance. But that means dropping the subframe down. So ideally, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that before I start bolting everything up completely and see what it is. Right, let me just. Ivar from Palace. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. The plan with the engine. So the plan with the engine is right. So initially, I had an engine to replace to put in this, and that went off to Sam Connor at Connor Competition Engines. I gave him a list of stuff that I wanted to get done with the engine. We measured, or he measured, piston to wall clearance on the engine, and unfortunately, the piston to wall clearance was a little bit on a large side. He said it's not an issue. We can hone the bores and put new piston rings in and stuff, but you may have issues later on down the line. We don't want issues. We don't want issues at all. Considering everything that's being done to the car, I've decided to go down the route of forging the engine, of forging the engine. Initially, I was going to try and do a video on the cheapest way to rebuild your engine, scrap parts, etc., etc. But because the cylinders are slightly oversized, that's no good. So we're going to go with pistons and rods on that. I'm not sure to the extent of how deep I'm going to go in terms of the engine build for that, but we know something needs to be done. Bear with me, guys. 1 minute. I've now got to push this Audi. Got to push this Audi, and this has got to go out the back now. So lovely. Bear with me a minute, guys. Need a bit of brute force. Drop the window on this. And again, the annoying thing about trying to push cars on your own, it is a bit of a struggle. There are some guys down the road that can help me, but I'm too stubborn to ask for help, so just gonna send it on my own. And hopefully, hopefully not die. Oh, believe it or not, struggling. There was an annoying little hump at the very beginning the workshop. And proving irritating, rather irritating. And I've got another bump here and another bump there. The wheels meet at the same time. Oh, this is irritating. BWA, not a BWA. It is a, what engine have I got? It's either a BYD or a BWJ for the replacement engine. This is something that I've cleaned up in my Media Blaster the other week. It's a BHZ engine going into the Golf. Yeah, BHZ. Big up Malachi. Malachi, my guy. I hope everything's good, brother. I just need to get this car outside so I can crack on with some work. Ideally, all of this stuff should have been already done so that I could have just jumped onto the live and you guys would have seen me working on the car already. But things don't always go to plan, and this Audi has caused me quite a bit of issues today. So let's try and get it in and over this bump. There we go. Lovely. There's another bump to get. Oh, look, it's all bent and wonky. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. I wish I had a nice little winch on the other end of the workshop right now. Oh, all right, guys. Thanks for joining this live. I'm going home now to sleep. And this blue car out the back. This car will be going tomorrow because the cost of repair is slightly too high for the owner. He doesn't really want to put that sort of money into repairing it. So we will have another space back tomorrow. Yes. We will have another space back tomorrow, which is amazing. Right, now, thank you for being patient, guys. I can get the Golf back down and we can make a start on that. I'm hoping not to be here too long tonight. A couple of hours would be good. Bear in mind, I've been here since 9 o'clock this morning. So ideally, a couple more hours on the Golf and then we can disappear, go home, have a nice sleep. So this is where we're at. Thank you to all the guys that are joining now. Appreciate you jumping in to watch the live. It may not be a crazy live to watch. There's nothing like absolutely entertaining going on, but this is just like an insight of the stuff I have to do for the decisions that I make. The decisions that I make, the decisions that most of us make as car enthusiasts, boy racers, or whatever else. It normally tends with us spending a lot of time in the garage or on the side of the road working on our cars and spending a lot of money that you didn't really expect to spend. So wheels are going to come off now, and I am hopefully going to be able to get these rear calipers. Oh no, the rear calipers are off already. We're stuck on the caliper carriers. Because it was now Quattro, you've got a lot less space to work with. So I've got a silly spline bolt at the back of this hub that I can't get to properly. It's a little bit irritating. I'm hoping I've even got the tool still out. What was it? M14 or M12? M14 or M12 spline. In a moment, I'll show you guys what we've got. Part of me really does feel like there must be another way I can do this. I feel like I've done it in the past, but it was obviously long enough ago for me to forget about how I done it. So, like I said, it's slightly different on the Quattros to the front wheel drives because you've got less space to work with, which is a little bit irritating. But this is something I'm gonna have to get used to over time. So we'll get a what size is that? The 14. So I've knocked the M12 or M14. What is it? M whatever it is. I've knocked it out of the socket, so I can get it on the back of the bolt fine now. But the issue is obviously space that we've got to work with. These bolts are normally ridiculously tight, so that does mean I haven't really got much leverage space here. Um, I feel like annoyingly enough, I might have to undo the top bolt for the camber arm, which is going to be a bit annoying. But needs must, and if I want to make progress, I've got to do these things. So let me get you guys in and show you where we are at. Oh, someone's just scraped their car by the sounds of it. All right, so it's a bolt. Let me get a torch for you. Let me get a torch for you, boys and girls, so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. Right, so in here, not sure if you guys can see that bolt there. That is the annoying. That is the annoying one that we're trying to get to, which is a little bit of a ball ache. But I'm hoping what way we gotta go. We gotta go. I feel like I'm just having a brain fart right now. It is absolutely solid. Oh, I'm gonna break my back. Oh, so I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm probably gonna have to undo the camber arm there, and then we can pull this out slightly. Maybe get a bar or something on it. We'll get these bolts off now. We'll get them off, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, I don't even know what sizes we need. Probably a 21, I reckon. Let's pull that out. 21. So 21 on this side, 21 on that side, 21 both sides. Let's go. Right, so I think I'm the right size. Cool. So So what I'll do, once I've finished with this, guys, I will show you what it was I was talking about in terms of the brake line situation, um, and the issues to do with me not wanting to pull the whole subframe back down just to sort out the brake line situation. I may end up just having a custom brake line made or something along the lines of that. Big up Freddie Hawkins, Bumba Fix. Me and Freddie Hawkins have got a private joke running where Bumba just tends to go in front of any word possible just to make it work. So Bumba Claus is one. On Christmas, it was Bumba Claus. If you want traction, you're gonna get some Bumba grip. uh, yeah, big up my boy Freddie. He's always there, always supporting. You know, goes out of his way to come and see me for anything, however small or big it is. Appreciate you, Fred, my guy. I am now working like I don't have ratchet, battery powered ratchets and tools that make these jobs easier. Sorry, guys, I'm actually wasting some of your time, aren't I? But if you guys are watching on a Friday night, big up yourself, man. Oh, there we go. So that gives us a bit more. That gives us a bit more room. I'm hoping now we can crack this off properly because, if I'm honest, I'm a little bit fed up with struggling. So we'll get the Biltema bar on it. This 1 inch flexi head um breaker bar, if you must say. Well, it's not a breaker bar, it's a ratchet. Um, I got this from Sweden from a shop called Biltema. It is like Halfords on steroids, and I actually love that shop. Come on, come on, big Biltema. Like I said, the issue is so restricted on space here. You can't even really get the movement that you need. If I use it here, the ratchet is at such an angle. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, man. Is this any better? Potentially. Struggling. I'm struggling. But let's go. Right. It's just a very, very awkward position to be in. Um, oh, she is coming though. Right, let's try now with the smaller ratchet because we have cracked her loose. Maybe the smaller ratchet can do do the job now. Another. Oh, come on! Why are you doing this to me? The whole the whole brake caliper carryout is now twisting. Tell me why. Oh, but yeah, this is just a typical night at Beast Mode Developments. Turning spanners. Normally, if Ben was here, we'd have music going in the background. I miss the early days of Beast Mode Developments. We used to spend a lot of time in the workshop, laughing and joking. Slow jams, two guys in slow jams. You'd think that wouldn't work. Nothing sexual, nothing gay. But we used to catch a lot of vibes, a lot of jokes, sitting with each other and enjoying the good old music, the music from back in the day. You know them ones like, well, some of you might not know them ones. Years ago, years ago, people used to people used to record stuff on their answer phones with slow jams playing in the background, and just hilarious, really. But that's not the way things are these days. So finally got this caliper carrier off, disc off. I mean, to be fair, I was probably going to do all of this anyway because I wanted to put the disc guards on. But these wheel bearings, no. Do you know what I've just realized? Now that I think about it, I am useless, guys. I'm doing all of this for no reason. Do you know why? Because this is now Quattro, which means I've just had a eureka moment. This is now Quattro, which means these disc guards probably aren't going to work. They're not going to work. I'm pretty certain they're not going to work. I mean, they might work, but either way, I need wheel bearings for this. I need wheel bearings for this. So these hubs have got to come off completely. Um, yeah, I'm moving mad for some reason. I feel like I've lost some of my common sense. So these hubs have to come off now. Um, the wheel bearings bolt on from the back on this. This nut here is just for the drive shaft. Whereas this nut here on the front wheel drive car on the rear would just be for the wheel bearings. So looks like I'm removing the hub on both sides. So this is what I'm doing tonight, guys. I'll be removing both of these hubs. I'm going to throw them in the cleaner, clean them up, and I'm going to have to do 2 new wheel bearings in the morning on this. Then hopefully, by the time I take this wheel bearing off, I'll realize whether this dust cover fits or not. And maybe I'll need some dust covers too. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That actually sucks. I will need dust covers as well. These dust covers are different. So looks like my plan for today has changed dramatically, which is a bit sad, but you know, it is what it is. Let's get this. Let's get this lady undone. Well, kind of didn't expect that, but every day is a school day, and I don't work on a 4-wheel drive setups every day, so we're learning. We are learning. Right, so 18 on that one. 18. 21. Where's 9 plus 10? 21. Oh no, I can't believe this. What a day. What a day indeed. This is crazy. I can't believe this is happening to me, guys. Oh, man. So let's get some spanners out. So I definitely messed up with this because I don't know what I was thinking. If I had have known this, or if I had have thought about this already, I would have already ordered these parts and they would be here now being fitted. But they're not. So hey ho. Looks like I messed up a little bit. But on the plus side, I'm going to clean up these hubs. These hubs are going to look very nice. And another thing that is done on this Golf. So it looks like we won't be making much progress tonight in terms of actual 4-wheel drive setup stuff. But nonetheless, this is stuff that needs to be done. Like I said, both of these rear wheel bearings need doing. Both of these rear wheel bearings are dead. As you can hear them, when the wheels were on the car, was making an awful racket. So, oh man. Ready for the ping? Don't do this at home, guys. Very dangerous. God damn. Yeah, don't do that at home, guys. You might lose an eye. Know what I mean? You could lose your eyes. You could lose your eyes, guys. And what I'll do is I'll put these bolts back in the parts that they came out of, so we don't lose them. Okay. And then big 21 on this. Oh, no, it's not going to work like that, is it? It's not going to work like that, unfortunately. Ah, I can't believe I messed up so bad like this. This is actually a little bit embarrassing, to be honest. Just a little bit. Right, so that's looped. I'm going to loosen the drive shaft bolt, and then I'm going to loosen the, is it 22 or 21? So 21 on the rear shock. Damn, I done these up tight. Nope, 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 ignore me. I was trying to tighten it. I'm not with it today. Boys and girls, Ashley has lost the plot. Lost the plot, guys. What is going on? So, on the plus side, at least it's not going to be as much of a late night as I thought it was going to be for me tonight. But things could be better, but things always could be worse. So, let's just, yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them. Right. Big, big one for the hobnut. And then that is it. Got one more bolt after this, and then that is. So I'll always do that to push the drive shaft back inwards so that it doesn't cause any issues. I can't believe this, guys. I really can't believe I've done this. How could I be so foolish? How could I be so foolish? How could I be so foolish? I've got no idea. Obviously not with it. So it is what it is. Um, it's a bit irritating. We rebuild with upgraded handling pots like anti-roll bars and bushes. Not to begin with, no. At the moment, ideally, I'm trying to concentrate on just getting the four-wheel drive setup done. Um, but for any of you guys out there that are thinking about upgrades on your car, may be it power or anything else, I would strongly advise you guys to go for handling mods. Handling mods will completely change the way your vehicle drives. It is unreal. If you were to do limited slip diff in your gearbox, a good set of coilovers, and good tires and brakes, I'm telling you now, you would be so shocked at how well the vehicle would drive. Oh, I've got to undo it from there as well. I'm not done. You'll be so shocked at how well the vehicle would drive. Um, you'll wonder what you've been doing all your life. Honestly, you will. Uh, so yeah, if you guys are thinking about upgrades of this and that and the other, look into limited slip diff, put a diff in your gearbox, good set of coilovers, good set of tires and brakes, and you will not regret it. I had never driven a vehicle with a diff fitted to it until I built the Irish caddy for Peter, and oh my god, it was absolutely crazy. That van, I've never been in anything that wheel spins so much, but pulls so much distance while wheel spinning. It's unreal. And yeah, after doing that, it's definitely changed my mind with the way I look at things. Uh, will I do a dip in this? I can't say I will. However, the beast mode caddy van that I'm building that has a diff in the gearbox. This is not gonna play ball. You hate when this happens, especially when you're chilling. Oh man. Right, guys. I'm not very happy right now because I didn't expect to be doing all of this. I'm not mentally prepared for this. I thought I was just going to be bolting the calipers on. Boom, boom. Yeah, no. This is a long day. This is a long day indeed. Um, should we get the blowtorch out? Let's get the blowtorch out. Let's get the blowtorch out, boys and girls, and have some fun. Right, what size was that? That was a 16. We need a 16 mil spanner and whatever size spline that is. With these, a lot of the time, that's going to go. That, boys and girls, is not going to play ball. Come on. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. I was going to say, don't embarrass me on TV. All right, so I'm going to heat the hell out of this bolt now, or this nut, should I say. Try and get this nut to glow. Let me bring you guys in here with me. Bring you guys in here with me. I'll flip the camera around so you guys can see what's occurring, mates. But guys, don't try this at home. We've got breakthrough here. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it a lot. I mean, to be fair, a lot of I don't know what I would do if I wasn't into cars. I don't know what I would do. I'm not a person that likes football. I've got absolutely no interest in football whatsoever. Um, but cars and bikes has been my life for as long as I can remember. Um, I feel like the days of people building their own stuff is nearly long gone, which shouldn't be. But hopefully, people seeing us do this sort of stuff, it will entice them to get involved and start building their own, start building their own machines and enjoy their cars. And yeah, go from there. At the moment, it's looking like I might just cut the shit out of this car. Might just cut the hell out of it. Cut the hell out of it. God damn. Like 16 mil. Which way we going? Oh, do you see that? That just crumbled. Oh my God. You guys saw that, right? I hardly even touched it, man. Hardly even touched it. Do you know what? You know what's happening now? The angle grinder's coming out. The angle grinder's gonna come out. I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play nice anymore. Um, I'm not gonna play nice. This baby has got to have new drop links now. We are not playing any games. New drop links for her it is. Let me just see if we can crack loose this bolt. I should have cracked all of this loose beforehand. God damn. Oh man, I've fucked up so bad with this. This is irritating as hell. Um, am I really gonna have to bolt all of this up? This is where I make myself look silly for you guys, you see, because supposed to be a professional at this. God damn. Supposed to be a professional, bruv. Don't know who told me that. But anyhow. Right, so it's not going to plan, unfortunately. And this is what happens sometimes. You just end up in really crappy situations. And what can you say? Just gotta try and make the most of it, I guess. Sometimes just see it as a test. You're being tested. Now I've got to bolt a load of this back together to cut one bolt off and crack the other. Right, that might be a little bit better. Let's get that. 18. We're not going to have enough space, are we? Of course not. Of course not. Why? Try and heat this one up. So yeah, like I said, I didn't expect myself to be doing this on Friday night. I thought I was going to be doing some other stuff, but hey ho, now that I've started it, I've got to finish it because I can't have this golf stuck on a ramp. Tomorrow I need to crack on with that Quattro Audi out the back. That's having a manual to DSG conversion, so there's a lot of wiring to be done on that, some coding to be done, and some other bits, last bits to change over. So this needs to be off the ramp for tomorrow morning, hopefully. I'm not really sure what time I want to be at the workshop until, but it's only 10 to 8 now, which is a fairly early night for me. Fairly early night. There we go. We like a bit of heat, don't we? Yeah. I feel sorry for my account tomorrow because TPS are going to get hit up for a hell of a lot of nuts and bolts, along with the drop links, rear drop links, and some other bits. Um, this is not ideal. And you guys can obviously hear how rusty and solid these nuts and bolts are. Come on, man. We don't need we don't need the blowtorch running anymore, do we? Right, take that one off. and go to the van. I'll get the battery grinder, and then we can finally get this bolt off, and I can get the hub cleaned up, which will be amazing. Where is this? And today, boys and girls, we are going to wear some goggles when we're grinding, because I have a friend who the other day managed to get a piece of metal in his eye, and he ended up looking like a supervillain from a Marvel movie. What? What are these? These are some crazy looking discs. What's our battery life? Fully charged. Right, so I'm just going to cut off this nut now. Oh, don't play with me. Look, we've got full charge. What's going on? Nice line for me. Oh, come on. Look, I don't think it's my night, guys. I don't think it's my night. You know what this means? It means the corded angle grinder has to come out. You know, when you're trying to be efficient and quick. I'm not doing it to cut corners, but obviously you buy a battery powered grinder so you can do things on the move. But you know, it is what it is. Appreciate it, right? Thank you very much, brother. We are trying our best to get things done, mate. Um, I would say, I would like to say I've got a high level of dedication um, in every aspect of life, in everything I do. But as you guys can see, it's not always straightforward. Safety first. The hot chocolate. You know about the hot chocolate. Look at that. I know this isn't a hammer, but I'm a little bit fed up with this, to be honest. This car's making me work hard. Come on. Why you doing to me, huh? Bada blah blah blah. Come on, baby. Lovely. Right. What we got here then? Boom, bap, boop, 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 bam. I don't know the rest of the words, but you know what song I'm humming. Right. Break mine off. There's another bolt in the back. You got to be kidding me, huh? Oh man, testing me. The bolt I never saw. Testing me. Jesus, take the wheel, please. Right. Well, I hope for my sake I can get this bolt out because it's one of them that you can't get to from the back. So we'll give it a good bit of heat. Get some heat on our baby. And then hopefully she'll crack loose and I can get this hub off. Once this hub is off, she's going into the cleaner and we can give her a bit of love. Give her a bit of love, man. Right. I smell burning. I smell burning, man. Right, so we've got a 16 out already. We've got a 16. Where's the 16? Where is it? There it is. Can we get the gun on her? That is the big question. Ugh. If I'm lucky. Not the gun, but not the ratchet. Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, huh? Tell you what, guys, that is hot. That is hot. Is it even 16? No, no, it's not, mate. It's an 18. You silly guy. Right, she is loose. She's cracked loose. So let's hope she comes off in one now. Come on, baby. That is the day in the life of a mechanic because this was supposed to be straightforward. Now look. And as you can see, the bolts on the back, they are pretty messed up as well. So I can feel the wheel bearing's gone on this one. But what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to throw it in the cleaner now and just spend a couple of minutes and show you guys what it will come out like. So you've seen what it's like to begin with. Hoping this works. Damn, I look tired, boy. Them eye bags is something else, man. Got prop shafts over here for days. Right, let me go connect up the airline. And just like that, the workshop can be very tidy to an absolute bomb site in an hour. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff, mate. Right, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if my noise cancelling headphones are going to do enough for the YouTube live, for the live stream. I don't know if it's going to cancel out much of the noise. But let me see if I can set you guys up here so that you can see. Let me see if I can set you guys up here. Can you see, brother? Bear with me. Apologies for all the mess, and let's go. Right. So let's give you guys a view of what we're doing. I know it's not a great view because you've got that light in the background or in the reflection. And I've only got one glove. The other glove was broken. Um, I do hope this has the desired effect that I'm going for, if I'm honest. It does also matter what kind of media you're using. I think the stuff that I'm using is fairly soft because it's used on a lot of aluminium. So this stuff isn't going to do crazy amount of um, difference to this hub. Just checking that it's working properly. Now this should get a lot of the surface rust off. I'll just show you guys, just so you get an understanding of what this does. No, that didn't work very well, did it? Didn't work as well as I wanted it to. You can see us taking up. You can see us in a little bit more agitation. God damn. So yeah, these hubs are crusty. These hubs are a lot crustier than I thought. Um, for now, what I'm going to do is actually that's worked on that one bolt. Look at that bolt there that I cleaned up in comparison to the others. I might do that to the bolts alone, just well, so I stand a chance of actually getting them out. Let me clean those bolts up, and then I'll make a start on pulling the other side apart, and yeah, hopefully We get wheel bearings first thing in the morning, and I can throw this back together. Hopefully, hopefully, can hope and pray. Oh, need an airline, don't we? Plug the airline back in. And this parts cleaner comes in really handy for a lot of stuff, to be honest. Just not working the way I would like it to work on this. Due to the media that I'm using, like I said, obviously different media will give you different results. And it would help if it was full up, which it's not. Right. So it's not done amazing. You can see here where it's cleaned up fairly okay. But I need to try and get these bolts out now. So hopefully it goes to plan. Oh, I think that is wishful thinking, boys and girls. Wishful thinking, potentially, but we shall see. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't break my ankle. There we go. One down. Oh, Jesus. Tell you what, boys and girls, this is a good gun. This one is going to be a challenge. Well, like most of that in there is just crumble. No! I knew it, you absolute bastard. You absolute bastard, me. Right. Oh, just caught my finger there. But I don't want to look at it. Why'd you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? Right. So Here we go again. Angle grinder comes out. Angle grinder's coming out. Yet again. Oh man. But unfortunately, this is the annoying stuff you got to deal with. So I believe that's gone the whole way through. Oh, I've done the wrong one. No, done the wrong one. God damn it. Oh, mate, living a dream. Yep. Got a ruined wheel bearing. Last bolt rounded off. So I've had to try and cut a slot in. But I don't think she's going to play ball. Hey, I could do. Yeah. I thought it'd be easier to cut a slot down that. You can see it's got a bit of a gap coming. See, it is coming. Just need to trim that last bit, innit? Yeah, nice one. Oh, come on. There we go. That's where I'm falling apart. So that, boys and girls, is one of them. You know, when a customer says, "Oh, why does it cost so much?" Because that should have been a 20-minute job. That should have been a 20-minute job, and it really wasn't. Oh man, listen, boys and girls, I've been taking up enough of your time. We've been on live over an hour. Appreciate you guys jumping online to join and see what's occurring. So I'm going to crack on with these bits and bobs, and hopefully I will have a video for you guys on Sunday. If not, then you'll have to wait. Nice one, people. Have a good evening.